Threshold Tactics gives a special thanks to our sponsors.
Hey guys, welcome back to Threshold Tactics, the channel where we record competitive battle reports. My name is Tom.
My name's Nick.
And today we're playing Feral Foray. Feral Foray is a mission with 6 objectives, as you can see. But the twist in the mission is that at the start of the battle round, each player can raid one objective they control in enemy territory. An objective that has been raided cannot be contested or controlled this battle round. The underdog can raid an objective in enemy territory that they contest but do not control. Each player scores victory points at the end of their turns as follows. Score 2 victory points if you control at least one objective. Score 2 victory points if you control 2 or more objectives. Score 2 victory points if you control more objectives than your opponent. And you score 4 victory points if you completed the battle tactic you chose to attempt this turn. So Nick, going for destruction today.
Yes.
Tell us what you brought.
Today I brought the Gloomspite Gitz in the Squigalanche battle formation. This is going to give them +1 attack when they charge for the Squig units. In my General's Regiment, I have Kragnos, Gobblepalooza, an MSU unit of Spider Riders, and 2 reinforced units of Squig Herds. In my 2nd Regiment, I have a Fungoid Cave Shaman with the artifact and heroic trait, the Clammy Cowl and the Clammy Hand. I have 2 reinforced unit of Boingrot Bounders and a Squig boss with the Nasha Squig. My manifestation lore is the Forbidden Powers. Alright Tom, tell me about what you've got.
I brought the Blaze of Khorne today. I'm playing the Murder Host, which means that my demon units get a 5+ ward after they fought for the rest of the turn. I've brought Scarbrand as my War Master, and he brought with him 20 Bloodletters and 5 Fleshhounds. I've brought a Slaughter Priest with the Claws of Karanak. I've brought a Herald of Khorne and Bloodthrone with 20 Bloodletters, and I've brought Karanak himself. For my artifact, I've picked Argoth, which will be on the Bloodthrone, and I've also picked Favorite of Khorne, which will be on the Slaughter Priest. For my manifestation lore, I have taken the Judgments of Khorne. However, I didn't bring a Wrath Axe with me, so I'm using the Purple Sun as a stand-in.
And Tom, you are the attacker for this game, so tell me about your Honor Guard.
Right, so I'm going to pick both my units of 20 Bloodletters, because with the new battle score I can pick 2 Honor Guard units. One is going to be a +1 to hit and wound against your general, which will be Kragnos, and the other unit is going to be a bodyguard for my Scarbrand.
Okay.
What about you?
Yeah, so I'm actually just going to take a bodyguard with this unit of Squig.
Perfect. Now, before we go into who goes first, little reminder to everyone, we have a tournament on March 29th and 30th. It's a 40k and AOS tournament. 40k, I believe, is already sold out, and AOS is about to be. There's only 20 tickets left, so if you want to compete in this 200-person tournament total, make sure to get your tickets on thresholdtactics.com, and you can also find our merch there. So Nick, for Karanak's Prey, he's going to pick Kragnos. With me being attacker, but 4 drops and you only being 2, since we've done all our deployment abilities and I've done my pregame move, you get to decide who goes first.
Right, and I'm going to go ahead and give you the first turn.
Thank you. Well, good luck.
Good luck.
So Nick, where's the moon going to start?
I am going to put the moon in this quadrant.
So for my battle tactic, I am going to be taking some flanks. My Slaughter Priest is going to jump into the throne, and he's going to try and cut himself for some extra blood tithe, and he does not. Bloodthrone is going to try and chant Unholy Flames. That's a 4. I did need a 5. So I'm going to bank those points. Slaughter Priest is going to try and chant for... I'm going to try and chant for the Bleeding Icon. I don't get that on a 2, so I'm going to bank those points as well. So Nick, that was my hero phase. Anything you want to do?
No, I'm not going to do anything. Yeah.
Okay, then let's go into movement. I'm going to spend a command point for add to double with my Claws of Karanak. So that's it for my movement phase. Anything you want to do?
I'm going to spend a CP to redeploy this unit of Squigs.
Of course.
We're on fire.
So shooting phase, done.
Yep.
Charge phase, also done.
Alrighty.
And that has been my exhilarating turn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thrilling.
Yeah, I know. This is some high-level Warhammer people. Score 1 and 2, not more. Did get my tactic, so I'm going to be scoring 8 points.
Yep.
And we'll be going into some Squigs turn 1.
Yes. For my battle tactic, I'm going to choose take their land. I'm going to pick your one
Perfect.
over here. Yep.
Yep.
My Squig boss is going to try and use his ability on a 2-up. I will try and put it on here. It's 2-up, so I am going to give them Crypt Mortals. The Gobblepalooza is going to go for a Sneaky Distraction. Does knock them off on a 4. Fungoid is also going to try a Sneaky Distraction.
Oh, of course he does. You are Mr. Miscast.
Okay. Okay, well, because that hurt, I'm actually going to spend a command point to rally. Because, wow. That's enough to bring him back to full. Exhilarating. Do you have anything you want to do?
I am going to spend a command point and do some magical intervention with my Slaughter Priest, and he's going to try and chant for the skulls. A 3, and he has a 3 in the bank. Makes 6, -1 is 5, which is enough.
All right.
That's it for my hero phase, so let's go into movement.
Sure. Okay, that's my movement phase. Tom, anything for you to do?
Yeah, so Kragnell's moved, so I get to move as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I will redeploy for 1, which is enough. Murderlust. And that's it for my movement phase.
No shooting, and then we'll move into charges. 3/6 charge on my bounders.
11.
Then I'm going to charge the squeaks for 8.
Nice.
I will roll for the bounders just to see what happens. Nope. 4's not going to do it. Then that's it. You don't have enough CP to countercharge.
I do not.
So then we'll go into combat. I will spend a CP for all out attack. The bounders kill the fleshhounds.
The Claws of Khorne deal 12 damage to the Squig Herd.
Squig's Gone Wild does 6 mortal wounds back to the claws. The Squigs kill Karnak. The Squigs kill off the claws. Okay, so that was the turn. I got super lucky on landing the charge, just barely.
Yeah.
To secure my battle tactic. Khorne is always one of those tricksy ones for me to keep in mind of like all the different things that you can do. I was mathing, I was like, okay, you can redeploy and do this, but I totally miscalculated this one of getting in. So I thought about it on this side, but not on this side. So then you did end up tying up my scorpions, or my spider riders, which I was worried about, but it all worked out in the end to score my battle tactic and have 1, 2, but not more. So I will also score 8 this turn.
You kind of surrounded me, so I'm hoping for this prior roll, to be honest.
It worked out a little bit better than I thought it would with the positioning. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy about it. But we'll see with the prio.
Yes. I roll a 2.
A 3.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So I do think I am going to have to take this.
Sure.
And we'll go into Gitz turn 2.
Perfect.
At the start of the battle round, I'm going to check to see if the moon will move. It does. Goes to the center. There's no battle tactic for me because it's a double.
Yep.
So then we'll get right into it. I'm going to try and start and bring some squigs back. On a 2-up. Yes, that's going to be D3 come back, 4D3 come back, 8 squigs come back. I'm going to have the Gobblepalooza try and cast Hand of Dork. Perfect. All right, Hand of Gork. That's a 9.
I'll try and stop it.
Sure.
10.
Thanks.
Hand of Dork.
Yeah, exactly. On a 3-up, the Gobblepalooza is going to give this unit +1 run. Yes. He's going to go for his -1 to hit bubble. What?
How do you miscast with the same model twice in a row? You would have been dead.
All right, D3. For 3. All right. All right. So that was my hero phase. Anything you want to do?
I'm going to spend a command point for magical intervention. I'm going to try and chant the bleeding icon with the Herald.
Ooh.
Nope. So that's a 1 on my magical intervention. So back to you.
Over into movement.
Yep.
That's my movement phase.
Yeah.
We're kind of where we need to be, so what you got for me?
Yeah, I'm going to spend a blood tithe to murderless my blood letters.
Sick. And we're going to charges.
Yes.
I will start with These squigs.
Yep.
6. Funny. For Kragnos.
Mm-hmm. 14.
Yeah. Bounders over there.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 8.
That's an 8. Perfect. And then the Spider-Widus.
Spider Rod is 7. That is everything I can charge because you've tagged everything else with your Murderlust. And that being said, you have nothing to countercharge me with because everything is tagged.
Yes.
And now I have some impact stuff to do. Kragnos does 2 mortal wounds on the charge. The Bounders do 3 mortal wounds on the charge. Any rampages for you?
Scarbrand deals 1 mortal wound with this rampage.
Okay, so then we'll get started. I'm going to spend a command point for all-out attack.
I will spend a command point for all of defense.
Kragnos does 26 damage to the Bloodletters.
I will spend a command point for all of attack. Scarbrand deals 28 damage to the Squigs.
Squigs Run Wild does 2 mortal wounds to Scarbrand. The Bounders do 9 damage to the Bloodletters.
The Hexscourger Skulls deal 2 damage to the Boingrod Bounders.
Spider Riders do 4 damage to the Hexscourger Skulls.
The Bloodletters deal 5 damage to Kragnos.
Bounders destroy the Skull Officer.
Bloodletters deal 12 damage to the Boingrod Bounders.
Okay, so then that's combat. At the end of the turn, I am going to spend a command point to power through with Kragnos. So that unit will take D3 for 3.
Yeah, all 3.
And then I am also going to spend my last CP to bring a unit back. That's all the end of the turn fun. So then I will actually end up taking 1-2 more. I didn't have a battle tactic because I took a double turn. So that will give me 6 points.
Yeah.
It wasn't as great as it could have been. I should have done things in a different order, which I paid for dearly. I could have done more damage if I went the other way around, but
yeah, and also like your sub-faction with +1 attack on the charge, I can directly counter it with Murderlust. So
exactly. We'll go into Khorne, turn 2.
Yeah. For my battle tactic, I'm going to pick Seize the Center.
Okay.
Now let's first see, he's going to cut him. Slaughter Priest deals 1 mortal wound to the Blood Throne for a Blood Tithe. Let's go for the anti-horde prayer from him on them. 8 gets it. 4 dice, no mortals. Great. Oh, that's a great start. And then he will give +1 rend, I guess. Yes. He will give it to the Bloodletters. Anything you want to do, Nick? Oh, you don't have command points.
No,
I'm fine.
I got nothing.
Yeah. So movement phase then. Blood Throne fails his 4 up to return a unit. 1 Bloodletter dies from retreating. I will spend 1 of my Blood Tithe to Murderlust my unit of Bloodletters. That's my movement phase.
Okay.
No command point for you,
No command
so I
points,
guess
yeah.
we're going to go into charging.
Sure.
Because no shooting. I only have 1 charge, and that's these Bloodletters. So let's see. They will roll a 7. That's all my charges.
Okay.
So let's go into combat.
Sure.
Bloodletters deal 11 damage to the Squigs.
Squigs Run Wild does 2 mortal wounds to the Bloodletters.
I'm going to spend my command point for all of defense.
Sure. The Bounders do 3 damage to the Bloodletters.
Scarbrand takes out the Boingrod Bounders.
The Bounders kill the Hexscourger Skulls.
The 2 Bloodletters deal 3 damage to the Squig Boss.
Squig Boss does no damage to the Bloodletters. The Squig Herd does 1 damage to the Bloodletters.
Okay, that was a turn. I was hoping to take at least a couple of these guys out in hero phase, but I didn't. So killing him would have probably given me the maximum turn I could have done with the stuff I still have left.
Yeah.
I'm kind of bummed I missed the 4-up, because that, if I now get the double, that would have given me a lot of play. I'm just really needing this next turn.
for sure.
I have
sure.
hold 1, hold 2, and I got my battle tactic for Seize the Center, so I'm still scoring my 8 points.
Yes.
Putting me in front, actually.
Yes, so making me the underdog.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go into another prior roll.
Let's do it. 4.
Okay, party at the all points. Come on, Dayton. 5.
There you go.
Got it. Thanks, Aiden. With that prior roll, Nick, I'm going to be taking the turn. So we're going to go into Blades of Khorne turn 3.
Awesome. You need to see where the moon goes.
Yes. Get that shit out of here.
It's going to the corner.
So no battle tactics. So let's go into prayers and all that other stuff. First off, I'm going to try and chant for the bleeding icon with my scroll turn. 4. Let's go for +1 rend with the Slaughter Priest. Yes. Let's see if my Slaughter Priest can stab my throne. Yeah. For an extra blood ties.
Yep.
Anything you want to do, Nick?
Yes. I will spend a CP to rally Kragnos.
On an 8+?
Yeah.
You cannot.
That's the way it goes. And I will spend a CP to try and cast or do magical intervention. Let's see what you got for me.
Nope. That's a good bleeding icon.
Yeah.
Good boy. Movement then?
Yeah.
Wow, that was clutch. My Blood Throne fails his 4-up to bring a unit back. That's my movement, I guess. Anything you want to do?
No, I'm not going to do anything.
Okay. Then charging. Scobrand. That's an 11. Roll for the Blood Throne. No, I'm not going to do it. Okay, Nick. So no charges for you.
No.
Let's go into combat. He's going to do the Rampage. Let's see if we can do any mortals. I can do 2 mortals into your Boingrots.
All right.
The Bloodletters take out the Nashobas.
I will spend a command point for all attack.
I will spend a command point for all the defense.
The Devounders do 10 damage to Scarbrand.
Bloodletters take out the unit of Squigs.
Squigs Run Wild does 0 damage to Bloodletters. The Gobblepalooza does 0 damage to the Icon.
Scarbrand takes out the unit of Boingrod Bounders. So that's the turn. Killed 3 units. Happy days. Khorne is happy, but a little bit scared about the Kragnos coming in. You did 10 damage to Scarbrand in my own turn without the charge.
Not terrible.
That was pretty good. Yeah, it also helped me because he fought last turn, so he wasn't in his top bracket,
Yeah.
but now he was mad again. So only 4 points this turn, but I knew that in advance, but I had to take some units off or they will just table me. With that said, let's go into some Gloomspite Gitz turn 3.
Sure. So for my battle tactic, I'm going to choose Seize the Center. The Gobblepalooza is going to make it so this unit cannot use commands. On a 3-up. Yes. I'm going to try and banish it. The 9. I'm going to spend a CP to rally my Fungoid. So he heals back to full. We'll go for Sneaky Distraction. 7.
8.
That's my hero phase. Anything for you to do?
I'm going to rally Scarbrand. Scarbrand heals 4 from rally.
Okay. Then we're going to movement phase. That's my movement phase.
Okay.
Anything for you to do?
Yeah, I'm going to murderless Scarbrand.
So then we'll go into charging. Charge here.
Yep. They're in.
8. Charge them first. It's a 3. Good thing we put them on 3. I'm going to roll for the Gobblepalooza first. 7. Kragnos will charge. Kragnos has 4 mortal wounds on the charge. Any counter charges for you?
Yeah, so I'm going to spend my 2 command points to countercharge Scarbrand. That's an 8.
Then combat.
Rampages? Scarbrand deals 2 mortal wounds with his rampage.
Kragnos kills the Blood Throne.
Bloodletters do 4 damage to the Squigs.
Squigs do 1 mortal wound in return. Spider Riders kill the Slaughter Priest.
Scarbrand kills the Gobblepalooza.
The Squigs kill the Bloodletters. That's the end of combat, and then at the end of my turn, I'm going to spend my last CP to bring a unit back, and I will bring back 5 Bounders. So that's my turn. It was a tough one to try and figure out how we were going to do Seize the Center, but we made it work. So I will actually get 1-2 more in my battle tactic for 10. Pretty happy with where we left it. Glad to kill off the throne. That means what's on the board is all that's left. So now a bit of a scoring game. But we are having an epic stare down between our 2 boss men here. So we'll see what happens, but we do have a spicy roll-off.
Yes, definitely. Let's see. 5.
A 1.
I'm keeping the turn.
Sure.
So Blades of Khorne, turn 4.
Yeah.
So for my battle tactic, I'm going to be picking Slay the Entourage.
All
on
right,
Kragnos.
let's do it.
I don't have any prayers. I don't have any Skull Altar. My Slaughter Priest is dead. So I'm going to spend 4 of those to throw combat on Kragnos.
Yep.
The Meteor only deals 1 mortal wound to Kragnos.
All right.
I'll spend a command point to rally Scarbrand
Yeah.
for 3 more. That's my hero phase, Nick. Anything you want to do?
Yes, several things. First, I'm going to spend a CP to rally Kragnos.
2.
2. So it's down to 4. Then I'm going to spend 1 more to try and cast.
Okay. Miscast.
Why do you do this to me? 7.
Yep.
Goes
Works.
off. Okay, cool.
Movement?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to spend a command point to auto run 6. Murderless then. Then charging. I'll spend a command point to reroll my charge with Scarbrand for 11. Do you want to charge anything?
No.
Okay, Rampage. Scarbrand deals 2 mortal wounds with his Rampage. The Bloodletters take out the Squigs.
It's Quiggs to 1 mortal wound on Run Wild.
Scarbrand takes off the Soulscream Bridge. So that's the turn. You were too cowardly to try and get my entourage.
I learned from the best on
That's
the
true,
bridge.
that's true. That's a karma moment for people that watch the Sylvaneth Slaanesh game. I should have killed the Fungoid with the Meteor. I rolled poorly. I only did 4, but I would have killed the Fungoid. But now I did it on Kragnos and he warded like 3 of them, so I did nothing. So I could have prevented this from happening. But I wanted to try and get as much damage in Kragnos as I could because I knew you were going to rally. Did get your objective, so I'm getting the hold 102, and then hopefully I can threaten this in turn 5 because
Yep.
I still don't have more. So 4 points, and Gloomspite gets turn 4.
Yep. For my battle tactic, I am also going to do Slay the Entourage. I'm going to spend 1 CP to rally Kragnos. That's 4. So he's back to full. The Fungoid is going to do his once per battle to make him a 2-cast wizard. And first spell he's going to do is his Sneaky Distraction. That goes off on an 8. I'm just going to go for the Spore Maws and try and do some damage. Nope. Then that's my hero phase. Anything for you to do?
I will spend a command point to rally my Scarbrand for 4.
Then we'll go into the movement phase. That's my movement phase. Anything for you to do?
So I'm going to spend a Blood Tithe point to Murderlust my Scarbrand and put both your guys just within 3.
Sure. Then we'll go into combat.
Yep.
Rampages.
Do 2 mortal wounds.
I'm going to spend a CP for all out attack.
I'll defense.
Kragnos does 4 damage to Scarbrand.
Scarbrand deals 7 damage to Kragnos.
The Bounders do 3 damage to Scarbrand. That was ridiculous. That was the most pillow fighty fight between our monsters. Failed the battle tactic. I do have 1-2 more though, so I will score 6 points.
Yep.
And you also in return did not slap very hard either.
No.
So we have a very interesting roll-up of what happens next.
Yes. True.
4. I'm definitely going to take the turn.
Yep.
And we'll go into Gitz turn 5. So I can't take a battle tactic. That's fine. I also can't rally. I'm going to try and cast Sneaky Distraction over here. Goes off on a 7. That's it for my hero. Anything for you, Tom?
Yeah, I'm going to rally my Bloodletters.
Sure.
For 1.
Right.
But I don't have a wound.
Sure.
I'm going to spend 4 of my Blood Tithe
Yep.
to drop a comment on the Fungoid. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I get 1 Blood Tithe point back.
Into movement phase. I will spend a CP for auto run on the Spider Riders. That's my movement phase. Anything for you to do?
I'm going to spend my Blood Tithe to murder them.
Okay. Then we'll go into combat. Rampage.
So you have 7 damage points now.
Yep.
So now I get to roll 7 dice. Every 4 up is a mortal.
5 up ward. I take 2.
Nice.
I'm going to spend a command point for all attack.
I'll spend a command point for all defense.
Kragnos kills Scarbrand. So, end of my turn, I spent a CP to bring back the Squigs here. And then, yeah, I got my moral victory of killing Scarbrand.
Yep.
And double turn, so I'll get 1-2 more, score 6 points.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we'll go into Khorne, last turn.
Okay, so I'm unable to catch up for the people counting already. But I can still do hold 1, 2 and take their land. So I'm just going to quickly rush through my turn, move up my Bloodletters. So I'll just grab these 2, and then I have 1 guy in the within 3 of that, or probably not this, just your terrain piece.
Yeah.
And then score my 1, 2 more in my battle tech for 8.
That's going to bring us to 36 for me and 32 for you for a 4-point win. So,
Yeah, congrats,
great
man. Nick, what did you think about the game?
Yeah, it was super fun. We made these lists today on the fly. With this game in particular, Pariah was massive. I think if that had gone a different way for me, I think crushing in probably would have had a different outcome. But With you winning the prio, it gave you a whole another breath of life coming in. A little dicey over here at times, but overall it was a close game.
It's a bit of a shame because the mission can be very tactical with shutting off objectives, but it didn't really come into play. The ones you took were pretty comfortably, and the ones I took were so late game that it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
I wanted to try out a couple things. I wanted to try out the throne, but I filled all my 4-ups, so that sucked. Doing it for a command point is much better. And I wanted to try Scarbrand, and he actually pulled some weight.
He sure did. He slapped everything he went into, and it was just going down. Dude.
Yeah, I'm not sure if a normal Bloodthirster wouldn't have done the same things he did. I enjoyed the game. It was a fun list to play with, and I think your list was also pretty fun to play against. Getting a Craggy Boy on the table was nice.
Yeah, those 3d6 charges were juicy.
Yes.
It was very fun to pair that with the squigs.
If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps us beat the algorithm gods. And see you next time.
See ya.